What's going on, everybody? It is Nico here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you exactly how to set up a brand new crypto trading bot in under 10 minutes. So we're going to do it live here on the screen. It's going to be a lot of fun, and yeah, let's just get right to it. So first off, I want to preface this with this is something that, yes, you are trading real money, so you want to learn how to actually do this properly. This is not something you want to just jump into. You can do this on a demo account to practice, though. So don't be afraid of trying this on a demo account. But yeah, before you do this on real money, you want to at least get some education on how to actually set this up properly. By the way, if you're interested in doing that, if you like what you see in this video, I do have a course that you can take that will show you how to actually set up these bots, with a little bit of care and a little bit of effort. And it takes about 10-15 minutes once you learn how to do it. All of my students who have taken my course have been able to do this within between 7 to 30 days. So some people literally take 1 week and they are up and at it and they're ready to go. Some people take a little bit longer. That's okay. Maybe they have a full-time job or obligations or whatever. But yeah, this is something that you can absolutely pick up, learn how to do in just a couple of hours, and then you'll be off to the races. So let's go ahead. Again, we're going to just dive right in. I'm going to show you in other videos. I've talked about these other bots that are down here. But today we're just going to set up a brand new one. And I think I'm going to pick one that, okay, I was going to say I might have already done this one already, but I'm going to pick one right here. So the cool thing is when if you take my course, you'll see the exact strategy and the platform that I recommend. It's called Bitscap, but you'll see exactly how to set everything up properly, and you'll go through the whole setup process, and you'll understand how to get these little recommendations down below. All right, so these are actually trading bot, basically kind of almost done for you trading bots that you can literally start up in a couple minutes. So we're going to do it right here in the video. And yeah, so what I want to do with you guys is I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start this one right here. The money that is in my account is mostly just fun money that I am not afraid to lose. I'm okay with whatever happens. I've been doing this for a while though. I've been doing this for about 2 or 3, maybe even longer, maybe 4 years, something like that, 3 to 4 years. So overall, I'm pretty comfortable with, navigating this platform, and I understand that, most of the time they do actually win and they do really well. Every once in a while you'll get a loser that's just a bad one, and that's okay because the winners far outweigh the losers. So with that being said, let's just dive right in. Again, we're on the platform called Bitscap, which again, I'll give you a more detailed overview of how to use it inside the course and everything like that. But what we're going to do is I'm inside their feature right here where they just have pretty much done for you strategies. You can actually edit the strategies. And by strategies, I really mean like bots. Okay, so these are going to be, you can filter out different strategies and it'll show you bots that meet those strategies. So they have a bunch of different strategies. Mostly I like to do DCA and grid, but they have some other ones that are called like BTD, which means buy the dip. They have DCA futures. They have loop, which I literally don't even know what that is. And they have combo. So there's a whole bunch of different, kind of like more complex things that you can do if you really want to. But I pretty much always just stick with DCA and grid. So you can write that down if you're taking notes. And if you want to do this, pretty much always stick with DCA and grid. So let's go ahead and, again, I just want to pick the ones that I'm seeing right here because we're doing this in a video and I kind of just want to, do one that's relatively quick. So I'm going to pick this one because obviously it's doing super, super well. It's already up 59%, and I want to say that I'm trying to think of the time frame that this little chart is showing you. It might be 24 hours, so let's go ahead and just pick that. So the cool thing is we can go ahead and we can make customizations to this bot. So we're basically in the screen right now where we're actually going to be creating our bot right here. Right, and these bots actually work really well. So you can see the sum of my bot profit over the last 2 days or so has been $214. Nothing super life-changing, but for doing like 5 minutes of work and then letting them just sit there and I don't have to do anything else, that's pretty darn good. I'm happy with that, right? You know, just imagine if you had 200 bucks coming in every other day without doing any extra work. You know, that's about what? That's about, I'm super bad at mental math, but let's say that's 2,000, let's say that's like 3,000 bucks a month or something like that, right? Even if, and if you put more focus into this, you know, you could do like way more than that. And if you have, you know, bigger capital in here, like a lot of times, I'll do one or two that have like 3 or 4,000 in them, and then those will usually make like a lot more. But you know, I have a little bit of like smaller bots here, and yes, I'm happy with, you know, this profit is just a little bit, but that's fine. So yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to use this pair right here because that was the one that was doing really, really well. I'm just going to leave this as is. I'm going to leave long. I'm not going to do 100% investment because I don't want to put all of, you know, what I have in my account. Let me see what the minimum is. Sometimes it'll usually tell you like what the minimum investment is, or like if you drag this to be too low, it'll tell you like if you need to put more in. So like, you know, obviously it can't be 0. So I think this one might be fine if we start it with 72 bucks. So again, you can usually start bots with like 50 bucks, 100 bucks, 200 bucks if you want as the bare minimum. But, you know, most of the time I'll do a couple hundred or a couple thousand. And, you know, most of them will make money. Every once in a while you'll get a stinker that just loses money, and that's okay. Like, you're not risking that much. Like, you're just risking what you put in to this one specific bot is what you're risking on that bot. And if that bot doesn't do well, you know, you're going to lose like a little bit, a percentage of this amount, right? You're not going to lose a percentage of your whole entire portfolio, right? So your entire risk for this one bot is 72 bucks, right? So it's not bad, but you can gain, you know, 50%, 100%, or more of that, right? So then it gives you a little bit, how do I say this? So it gives you like kind of different risk strategies and risk setups right here. So like short-term, mid-term, and long-term. And, you know, it says right here, quick setup. So again, you can just literally select these and not even change anything. You do have the option, which I teach in my course on how to, you can change some of these settings if you want to get like slightly better results, or if you just want to be like more in control, right? Which is good if you want to take this seriously and you want to learn a little bit more about it. But you don't even have to. That's the cool thing. So we're just going to select short term right here. What this is, it says short term is ideal for day trading right here. So focus on immediate opportunities. So yeah, I usually do short term or mid term. I usually just don't do long term because crypto is so volatile. Like, you know, it goes up and it goes down, and you just don't know what's going to happen long term. So I pretty much do these short term or mid term, which means I'll close them within like in one day, or I'll close them generally in, you know, 7 days is usually like the max, right? And then you just take your profits and you move on and you find another bot that's doing well. So that's literally how easy it is. So we're going to do that. We're going to leave it on short term. I'm not putting that whole amount in. I think that I'm just putting, 72 in. Cool. And then ready to run. So let's go ahead and we'll do continue. All right, so we're going to preview our bot. So exchange is BitGet. Pair is MOG/USDT. Strategy is long. My investment is 72.93. Yeah. So that's basically, again, that's what I'm risking into this bot is the 72 bucks, right? So, you know, what I could potentially make out of this is, you know, if it showed that it was doing for like 50% in a day, which was kind of crazy. So, you know, I could make, what is 50%? 35 bucks, like in one day. So, you know, if I wanted to risk a little bit more, I could absolutely do that. If I put 700 bucks into that one, then I could make $350 in one day, right? But, you know, there's also risk with it too. So that's why you want to learn a little bit more about kind of what you're doing here. But I'm just showing this for fun because I know that their pre-made strategies are actually generally pretty darn good and they do well. But yeah, if you want a little bit more of knowledge about how to actually do this and, you know, make some decent money coming in every day or every week, then I do recommend that you take my course, which is linked down below. It'll just give you more knowledge And you'll know all the terms, you'll know how to think of this properly as an investor and everything like that, and you'll know a little bit more about like crypto safety and just things like that. Okay, so anyways, we're ready to go with our bot, which is kind of crazy, right? But we can go ahead and click Start Bot, and we'll see it's loading right here. And it literally says that our bot has been started, and it's going to show up right here. All right, so here it is, MOG/USDT. 72 bucks is in there right now, and then we'll see over the next day or maybe 2 days, this is going to change. We're going to either get some P&L and bot profit going up, or it might go down. You don't know. But yeah, you can see these are the two that I've had going for about 2 days now, and they're both up. They're both in profit. One's at 3%, one's at 7%. This one's literally made 177 bucks completely on autopilot. I've done literally nothing in 2 days. So that's pretty darn cool. All right, so if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you have questions down below. And if you're interested in actually doing this full-time, check out the link down below because this is probably the best full-time, like part-time income, part-time job that you can ever do, because it really only takes, whatever, we'll say 15 to 30 minutes per day, and you can literally make a full-time income. So check out the link down below to see all my students who are having success with this course and with this method. And yeah, hope you guys have an incredible day. Look, we're already at 0.13% with that bot. We're at, well, yeah, I guess 0.09%. Yeah, we're making some profits already. We already made 8 cents on the video. Pretty cool. Anyways, love you guys. Hope you guys are enjoying your week, and I will see you in the next one.